Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Thursday, March 19th, 2026. Let's take a look at the charts. Still have a ceiling of resistance. This is the big picture, by the way. I like to start with the big picture and then move our way into the day itself. The big picture, we're still in a longer-term sell signal, and by that I mean a 2 to 3 month sell signal that played out about a month ago when we settled below the 423.54 channel bottom, anticipating its sister formation at 331.25 over the next couple of months. And this, I'm a broken record here. We've been in the sideways trade now for a long time. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but when the West Texas Intermediate crude oil rallies substantially in a given day, Tesla shows support, shows an inclination to rally, even if the stock market is dropping. Obviously, that is the flight to electric vehicles because of the high cost at the pump, right? Today, we've got the Fed basically, and I'm talking obviously Wednesday. On Wednesday, the Fed has announced it's not going to be lowering rates. That wasn't a big surprise, but the market took it as a sign of as an excuse to sell anyway. So here we are. We're in this very kind of quiet mode, below 423.54, 331.25 likely, but we can selling pressures can reemerge here and should actually, if we close today below 390.12. 390.12 is a downside 3/8 Fibonacci from that April low of last year against the more recent high in December. We've been bottoming out here roughly, spiking below but not closing below. If we do a break 390.12 today, we can see 381.40 today, this intraday support level. And if we close today below 390.12, expect 374.90 within 3 to 5 days or sooner, where we can once again bottom out on a daily, possibly weekly basis. 374.90 is that long-term channel structure on the weekly chart that, despite having settled above and below it, has been a pivot point here and has acted as an indicator upon settlement above and below each and every time. So it deserves the session containment status, but I do ultimately expect its violation. And if we were over the next week or so to close below 374.90, then we're looking for the 354 handle, this descending channel bottom. Actually, not so much that descending channel bottom, but rather this 50% downside retracement on the weekly chart. It's about the same thing, I guess. 356.54. We should change this number to 356.54. It is now that descending channel bottom I showed a moment ago. But I like this area as a hesitation point on a weekly, possibly longer term. What I mean by that longer term, possibly for more than a week. We could actually get a 2 to 3 week bounce off of this back into, for instance, the low 390s, perhaps. We'll just see how that plays out at the time, see what the charts are telling us at that time. But still, I don't want it to blur the idea that we are still expecting 331.25 rising weekly over the next 2 or 3 months, and certainly a settlement below this 356.54 50% retracement should yield 331.25 within a week or two. Now this 331.25 is a solid zone to not only cover a short position you may have held in the previous weeks or even months prior to that, but to also reverse and go long, I'm going to say quite possibly through the rest of the year. And that covers the downside pretty well. I'm scouting the charts here to see if I miss anything to the downside. Let's take a look at the upside. I still have 407.82, an intraday resistance area. Now we are clearly above 390.12, but barely. 390.12, once again, that 3/8. So you can see over here to the far right, we are above that. And as long as we are, I don't see a compelling reason to play the short side on a day trade basis or even on a 3 to 5 day basis. It's sitting just above 390.12 because we can quite easily bounce back to 407.82 over the next couple of days, top out there on an intraday basis. And if we close above 407.82, that is a shift short term. That is a buy signal in the 3 to 5 day range that should then yield a test of 423.54, which is once again this former channel bottom, in combination with 430.22, this area narrowing weekly, can absorb buying through April, and below which I don't see any compelling reason to be long Tesla as we continue into the second quarter, the later second quarter, unless we close above 430.22 or unless we reach our objective at 331.25. Then you can indeed go long. Those are the two scenarios longer term. You're either bottom picking the low 330s and climbing, and I'm talking more to like your 1 to 3 month position holder.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVDA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.
Or you're buying a settlement above 430.22, which is on the daily chart 429.22. This should pivot the market aggressively north as we move into April, May, even June. Over the following couple of months, 2-3 months, this 497.76 in reach. That is a horizontal channel top. And yes, the beginning of a wide zone of long-term resistance up to 537 even, 6-year channel resistance that can contain buying on an annual basis. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. We put out a video on Wednesday in crude oil. We also threw in a little bit of the SPY at the tail end. You might want to check that out if you're interested in the SPY. Otherwise, go to wickedstocks.com and take advantage of our 14-day free trial. If you're looking for your daily NVIDIA analysis, you'll get it there every day for 14 days. Daily SPY, daily Triple Q, weekly analysis in Apple, S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and 2 individual stock picks each and every week. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Friday's Tesla. You have a great day.